The economy is crazy. Can you actually make $10,000 a month on a regular basis? In 2026, making $10,000 per month and we have 3 pillars of success here. Digital products, that's the foundation for growth.
How much money do you actually make?
If you see that information being posted somewhere on social media, that's a lie.
Good morning, Tina. Thank you so much for coming to our studio today.
Hi, thank you for having me. Hello, everyone.
Thank you, Tina. And I'm actually so glad this is finally happening right now. Because for those of you who don't know, we're working for the same company. Tina is a top growth manager here at Sellvia. We've been planning this meeting for almost a year now, like 10 months to be exact. Because obviously, different states, different departments, and Tina, you're always on the move, always in touch with thousands of your clients. And this is literally insane that you're here right now. Can you actually make $10,000 or more a month on a regular basis? As you stated in your tutorials and sometimes even personal consultations in 2026, and how Tina Bruni does it with over $230,000 a month. But first, as you usually do in your tutorials, could you please start with the numbers?
Yes, definitely. Let's talk about numbers. That's my favorite topic. I love talking about numbers because on everyday basis, I analyze tons of personal roadmaps of my clients. And you know, my clients, they come from absolutely different society statuses. They have different personalities, mindsets. Entrepreneurial behavior is different, which newbies tend to underestimate as a success factor. However, to put it in short, in 2026, making $10,000 per month is more of a necessity rather than an American dream right now.
Exactly.
The economy is crazy. However, the e-commerce industry functions in certain patterns. And my team and I, we have elaborated over the years of our work together, we have elaborated some specific steps for being successful in this industry. And we have 3 pillars of success here. And let's just name them, right? Number 1 is a quick launch, because the industry won't wait for you. It won't wait until you will be ready to start in the niche, which is already booming on the market.
Yeah.
And number 2 is having an up-to-date catalog on your web store. I think that's absolutely clear here. And number 3 is being consistent with your promotions. And that's it. Well, also, I would like to add that you really have to think like you own a real business, because you are a business owner right now. And, well, you need to work a lot. And in this case, $10,000 per month won't be a challenge anymore. Absolutely.
That'd be a lot to unpack here if I haven't worked for the industry myself, and if I haven't my own stores. And I still remember those years when I used to launch ads myself on Facebook, on Google, and that was a disaster, I must say. I'm still having those flashbacks of not being able to understand what's that. I mean, the interface, it's constantly changing. And I was so glad when automation came to our lives.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm telling to all my clients during our personal consultations, that you really don't have to go through all this by yourself, having all these methods to facilitate the business processes, like Sellvia Ads is one of them, because it combines different platforms for promotion, not only Google or Facebook, but as well TikTok, Instagram, Amazon, right?
You see, everyone here who's watching doesn't have a degree in a relevant field, although they have an online store, most likely. They've never learned how to manage it. So they would want to know what to do exactly, like some simple steps, without having to spend a lifetime learning. That's why I know every business is unique and every store owner is unique too. But any universal tips maybe?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, ads and deposits, guys. Hands down, just start with solid ads budget. Don't skimp there because, well, otherwise you will burn out testing. And always keep your deposit being topped up. That's a very essential thing, especially for newbies, for running business smoothly, keeping all those orders being processed automatically.
Let's move on to the next question from our community, and it's right here. So when on duty, I receive tons of clients' feedback from all over the world, from different countries, analyzing and categorizing it on a regular basis. So one of the most frequent questions I receive is, how many stores do you have? Exactly. You see every other video tutorial of yours, whether it's a challenge or a case study or like whatever, it either mentions you have 4 stores or 7 or 2. The community wants to know the exact number.
Well, first off, I've never had any intention to confuse anyone, and I'm really so sorry if I did. But, when I started to record that big series of my tutorials, which you can find in Sellvia's dashboard in that Learn section, which probably you are using right now to watch this interview. The number of my stores have been constantly changing throughout all those tutorials. I used to mention that I have a certain portion of stores of my own, a certain number, because, I do have some niches which I personally prioritize for myself. However, at the same time, this foundation, this information is not enough to give a proper consultation to thousands of clients, to thousands of different business owners. That is why I have really a team of my own, and on a constant basis, we are testing and checking the audiences, the designs, the schemes, all those things. However, that is me who is responsible for the research, and I do all the work in the end of the day.
So let me just crash you with another question. And this is going to be the top 1 in popularity, okay? Knowing how many stores you have is good, but it's not enough, definitely. People want to know, how much money do you actually make? $230,000 for real a month?
Wow, that's a question.
I mean, that's the community, not me.
Bold question, yeah. Well, to put it in my own words, that $230,000. Well, definitely that number comes from my different stores, definitely, plus personal consultations I have outside the company. And definitely Sellvia pays me on separate terms, but I would say like this, it's possible to make even more.
Okay, I hope someone from the Californian headquarters is watching right now and taking some notes, right? Tina, besides all the order processing stuff, tools, all those numbers, do you have any tips, maybe some inspiration for those who are watching right now and probably want to start a business, another business, upscale their current stores, or probably would even want to start a business consulting agency along with managing their stores? Do you have any universal tips probably?
Yeah, definitely. I do have something to add in here. Well, let's mention promo videos. Well, obviously, because right now in the current state of the market, high quality content is really essential. And a lot of newbies, they don't know how to make high quality video content on their own. And that's very, very important. It's better to invest in high quality content, especially videos. And one more thing I definitely ought to mention is digital products. That's the foundation for growth. So please do not ignore digital products, because right now the e-commerce industry is just moving in the direction of spiritual development.
I want to be honest with you guys. Now, as the director of customer acquisition and success here at Sellvia, I've seen tons of clients from all of the world. Their feedback, especially the ones who've achieved six figures with Sellvia, with our platform, they notice your personal impact on the community. Yes, and it's massive. So my question is, how did you become our number one top growth manager at Sellvia? Was it your goal, or why business consulting when you have enough stores, enough businesses on your own?
Got it. Well, wow, that's a pretty personal question. Well, I'm really not used to these kinds of questions because, during my consultations
Sorry, that
with
is
clients,
community asking.
yeah, we usually discuss their personalities, their business goals. However, today is my personal interview, so I will be very glad to be honest and to share with you a piece of myself. Oh, I really think that if you achieve a certain level of knowledge and experience in the field where you work in, and especially if you have achieved success there, well, it's definitely time to share with others. It's definitely the best foundation for teaching, for trying to bring something new to your audience. That's what my grandma taught me. And one more thing about me is that I'm constantly trying to learn something new. Like you said, I'm always on the move, trying to reach new heights. I'm always listening to some kind of podcast. I really love them. Or just having a personal mentor session with a guy from an SEO department, or just searching for new market trends during my lunch break. Well, at the same time, I have my family. I have a personal life of my own, my husband, my daughter, my pet, Chica. I think you all remember her. Yeah, she's very cute. And they all really fill my cup on everyday basis. And all this, my work is really an essential part of my life, or better to say, my work is my life. So I really love what I'm doing.
Now, that is a professional right here, guys. And Tina, I feel that energy, that you love what you do, and that is literally giving.
Yeah. Not to brag. Well, I think everyone would notice definitely if I hated my job.
Yeah, definitely they would. Okay. So I've got two questions left on my list for today. These are kind of tricky too. First, why Sellvia though? And the second question is, why did you leave Shopify?
If you see that information being posted somewhere on social media or on Google, guys, that's a lie. I've never worked for Shopify. I had several stores on their platform because, well, I'm constantly testing different e-commerce platforms because, well, that's my job. And not only on Shopify, I had web stores on different e-commerce platforms because I need to understand where this e-commerce industry is moving to, right? And among all the platforms, in my opinion, really, Sellvia is one of the most convenient and user-friendly ones. Different people can have absolutely different opinions, tastes differ, but in my opinion, well, Sellvia for me is one of the best ones.
Okay, so I'm confused a bit now. So many threads spreading that information, and as we see right now, Tina has never worked for Shopify. But yes, Tina has worked with many platforms as a user, and that's totally fine. That's totally okay. Thank you for coming today, and thank you for letting us, me and the community, get to know you a little bit better, okay? All the details of how to manage a business, multiple stores, how much you can earn with a store and with this whole e-commerce business when you run it on your own with automated or manual processing, all those details.
Thank you for having me, for inviting me. It's been a real pleasure coming to the studio and talking with you today and answering the questions of the community.
Tina Bruni, Growth Manager at Sellvia, #1, by the way.